Hey guys, I'm going to be starting a series of videos. Um, One of the projects I have, well, kind of a couple of the projects I have out of this one, Rexton. Let's try and show you here. There, I have this one here, Sister Rex to Rexana. Um, Same situation. It's actually a 2005 model, but it was registered in 2007 here in Ireland, just because the powers that be let him sit in the warehouse for nearly 2 years. Um, so I'm going to do kind of a bit of a breakdown of it. I want to put this body onto Rexana's chassis because it's a lot cleaner. Obviously, there's a bit of rust there, but like I can take those off the other one um, because the other one's a bit cleaner, but it's got crash damage on the front of it, and it's either take this whole piece off here, or which would probably be the easier bit, or just do a body swap. But this one here is actually a lot cleaner. There's no dents or anything on it really. Very little rust on the body itself. Found one rust hole on the chassis at the back, on the back leg there by the body mount. But other than that, like it's really clean. Um, like I said, other than these bits here, but they're probably like that on most of them at this stage, especially in Ireland, if not worse. So yeah, I want to put this body onto Rexana's chassis, and then Rexana's body I'm going to put onto this, and I'm going to chop this down and turn it into an off-road caravan or camper van, um, trailer. It's not done a whole lot here on this side of the world, but it's done quite often in Canada and the States, and I just think it looked really cool because it's really like for like. I guess Rexana has this window as well. And other than the bird poop all over it, like I said, it's very clean. I'm gonna do new bumpers, new rear bumper on both of them. I'm gonna do new front bumper on Rexana, um, and then I'll have a spare engine in case Rexana decides to cough a sprocket. So this one's got 260,000 kilometers on it. Mine's over 350,000 now. So just see how it goes. So like I said, I'm gonna do a series of videos. So I've already gotten the body bolts off. Tried to lift it, hasn't lifted. But I'm going to kind of continue tearing it down. Take the radiator off. I got buckets here for getting all the coolant, and then I'll put that into. Um, I have jugs here somewhere. Right, one over there. Then I'm going to put the coolant into. At least then it's not over. I'll try not to be all over my floor. And strip down the front, take the radiator out, take the AC radiator out. Just kind of slowly work from there. And then on the inside, take the seats out, take the center console out, take all the manual transmission stuff out. So gotta take the clutch kit out and everything. Yeah, I already kind of robbed some bits out of this for Rexana, stuff that was worn out and needed to be replaced, switches and stuff. But no, everything's pretty much there. Um, all the internal panels are up there. That's the passenger side wheel liner. This one was a 7-seater stripped down to a commercial, so I'm going to be taking this body and turning it into a 5-seater. So I got to try and take the seat belt loop off the back roof of Roxana and stick it into this one. See how that goes. Hopefully it just bolts up. And change out the roof liner because this one's not meant for that seat belt. And then once this is done, I'm going to start chopping down the chassis. I need to take the engine off, so I have a plan for a gantry, which will kind of go off the top of that wall and come out to about here, kind of here. Um, there's the block for it, and then I've got the trolley there for the girder. So I've all that. I have steel on the floor there, so I can actually make the A-frame for out here, and then it's just down to getting the girder. Um, One of my neighbors here in the garage complex has secondhand girders. He said he'd help me out with, so I'll try and get that arranged in the next month, and then I'll start putting it together. So it'll kind of run along the top of the wall. It's actually going to make it so that it'll go from back there to more or less up here, so that I can pretty much kind of work anywhere with it, not be just stuck. I was kind of hoping to do like a total gantry going from that wall to that wall, but then I've kind of dawned on me I can't use that wall because the sheeting is kind of from floor to overlapping the wall there. So yeah, I'm just waiting for updates on this phone to finish, so I can just kind of start recording the teardown of what's left to the front. That's pretty much how I got it when I bought it. Like I bought it for parts, so like I knew I wasn't really too worried about anything. And before I do the body swap, I'm going to get this all sanded down, push it outside, wash it down, sand it. I'm going to figure out what color I'm going to put on it. I got decals to go on the sides of it as well. Bit of a ripple there, door. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with this. Yeah, so I'm going to do kind of full off-road upgrade for both Rexana and this. So I'm going to have like rock rails, and I'm going to increase the chassis height. I've planned to lower the diffs so I can get a higher lift on the front without binding up the CVs. So that's what that black frame is for. That's a plasma cutter frame. It's everything there except for the laser. The laser cutter is what it's for, or kind of one of those CNC milling routers for like making 3D signs and stuff. But yeah, so I got that. I got all the bits to hook it up, turn it into plasma cutter. Just have to get limit switches for it because it wants to kind of just keep going when it hits this end. So there's a machine jet. Got scope mounts from one of the gun shops locally to me. So I'm going to take that, mount that on there. I'm also going to get a ZXS frame so it'll be motorized so it can go up and down. More or less got that all kind of put together. There's the board there. I want to get a box for that because that's a bit kind of that's a bit crappy, especially like if you're going to be using it for like cutting steel and stuff. And then I'm going to, obviously I won't be leaving it on that. I'm actually going to kind of put it satellite on something else so that it doesn't actually get any interference from the frame. Supposedly the frequencies of the plasma cutter can kind of send that on a wobbler. So we don't want that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. A few other people on YouTube have done it successfully. They use a smaller frame. This is 1 meter by 1 meter. I found out afterwards I can get like a 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter, which is like, I don't know, be like an extra fucking foot and a half on it. Which I thought would have been pretty cool, but just don't have space for it right now. And the caravan in here, or a camping trailer, or whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're from. Kind of taking up half the garage. So at least that's only in here for the winter, and summertime that'll be gone. So then I can actually get 2 vehicles in here and work on them simultaneously, which will eventually happen. I think that'll probably happen closer to the time when I'm doing the body swap. Yeah, so we'll leave it at that. I'm going to, okay, that's just finished there. So I'm going to leave this and we'll start the video on the teardown. I'm going to load this one up now, just so you all know that it's kind of coming down the pipeline, and then once I get all the other bits done, I'll put it up. So keep following. Send this on to friends who are interested in Rextons or kind of just the whole DIY project stuff, and help me get my channel up and going a bit more than what it is. I think 160 subscribers, and I actually want to get to this to the point where I can actually make a few quid off the channel. Uh, won't happen at the moment because I don't have enough views or subscribers. So please share all the videos you see to people you know. It's not really nice bagging, but like I've had the channel going for a couple of years now, and I'm still only kind of getting at it. So I want to do more content on it, especially with the conversion of this and the body swap and everything else. So please like, subscribe, share. Um, Anything you want to know about the Rextons or what I'm working on or what I'm doing, please just throw them in the comment section there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, stay tuned.